Welcome back, everyone. It's me, Black Whimsy, your local magical girl here in the year 2022. I hope everyone's having a great start to the new year, and as we know, with the new year comes new anime. Either to binge or to put on your watch list to never see of again. Let's take a peek at what 2022 has in store for us. So I did what any anime fan with too much time on their hands would do. I watched all upcoming anime trailers or visuals for all upcoming anime in 2022. Now, disclaimer, this is just going off my first impressions, and my opinion can and will probably change by the time that I watch these anime. Now, this list excludes all new seasons of animes and continuations. And when I tell you that 2022 has some good new seasons coming out, I am not joking. With Bleach, The 1,000-Year Blood War, Devil's a Part-Timer Season 2, and more coming out, it's going to be a really good year. But this video is only going to focus on completely new series coming out in 2022. But before we get to the anime I will be watching this year, let's get to the ones that I will not be. Right out the gate, I'm telling you, I will not be watching any of the several isekai coming out this year. I can't do it. Yes, I'm a hater. I will not be elaborating any further. Other than the isekai with a lot of unnecessarily long titles, we have some very questionable anime coming out that I probably will not be tuning in for. So this includes an anime about the stock market, a police propaganda anime, and an anime about a girl and the joys of fishing. They even have what I like to explain as the incest but with a few more steps series that undoubtedly comes out every single year. And it is this one which deals with switched at birth, arranged marriages. It's just messy. Too messy. And this next series has the biggest no from me. It's called Worlds End Harem. And listen to this synopsis. Are you ready? The man-killer virus, a lethal disease that has eradicated 99.9% of the male population, where the main character has one simple mission. Yes, it's going exactly where you think it's going. They have to get everyone pregnant and repopulate the population. I just can't do it, and that's it. Now, if any of these series are your cup of tea, go ahead and enjoy them. I will be just silently judging from the distance. But please don't let my personal opinion affect what you watch and what you enjoy. That's the joy of anime. We can watch whatever we want. So hopefully I made you chuckle with some of the ridiculous titles that are coming out in 2022. But in all seriousness, let's get to the main event, which is my top 5 most anticipated titles of 2022. The first on my list is a very highly anticipated series for 2022, and that is Spy X Family. Now, if you haven't heard of this series, it's basically about a master spy, a deadly assassin, and a telepath that's extremely adorable, living under the same roof for an ultimate mission. Now, as a longtime manga reader of this series, I was so excited for it to have an anime adaptation. I feel like it's going to be an all-arounder for this year. I know it's going to have its funny moments, its sad moments, its action-packed moments, and the heartwarming moments. And I feel like all together, it's just going to make a great anime that everyone's going to want to see. The next series on my list is My Dress-Up Darling. This is a romantic comedy about a loner high school boy and a popular girl that come together for a common goal. Doesn't this sound like an average high school series? But did I forget to mention, the loner boy is a traditional doll maker and the popular girl is a total anime nerd, and the common goal that they have is cosplay? This series looks absolutely gorgeous. I think it's probably aesthetically one of the most striking series in 2022 that I've seen so far. I feel like I'm really going to enjoy this series. I love a good romance. I love the unique pairing. I think this story is going to explore how people can go against the norms that are placed on them. And I feel like it might give me those doki doki feelings that I love. So I can't wait to tune in. The next anime on my list is called Tokyo 24th Ward. In this series, it takes place in a special district called the 24th Ward, where 3 childhood friends' relationship is altered by a certain event. These 3 are then mysteriously brought together by a phone call urging them to make a future diary by someone who is supposed to be dead. These 3 then have to come together to protect the 24th Ward and all that they love. Now, this series comes from the director of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and one of the writers from Steins Gate's visual novel game. So I just know that this series is going to be that one that has us guessing the entire way. I feel like it's going to be one of those thrillers that keep us interested and have our minds going 100 miles per hour and our hearts racing and us rooting for these individuals. So I can't wait to go ahead and watch this series. So the next one on my list is a bit of a reach because there's not really a full trailer out yet from what I've seen, and this series is called Vampire in the Garden. So this series is described as once upon a time, the humans and the vampires lived together in harmony. Now a young girl and a vampire queen are searching for this paradise together. Now this series gave me some Blood Plus vibes, which is a series that I used to really love, and I just feel like it's going to be good just from the visuals and just from the vibes of it. I definitely kind of want to check it out. I know there's not a lot about it yet, so I can't wait to see more, but it's definitely on my list, and I'm a sucker for a female-led anime. The last series on my list is called The Orbital Children. This story takes place in 2045, where a group of children are left behind after an accident in a space station. They then have to take what they know and the technology available to them to get through the obstacles that are ahead. Now, I have a feeling with this series, it's going to be one of those starts out very cute, very soft, and goes very left very fast, and things start getting very serious. Now, I also really love a child main character. I love that trope. I love when it's a group of children. Love Anohana, love The Promised Neverland. I just like series like that. I feel like it kind of gives it a different perspective, a different point of view. So I'm excited to see where this story goes and what's going to happen to these children in space. So I did want to let you all know some honorable mentions that I had, which is basically series when I watched the trailer or the visual that had me curious but unsure of if I'm going to watch it. So I just wanted to show that maybe it's something that you're into and you want to check out. So let me go ahead and show you some that are on my maybe list. We have Love After World Domination, which is about a villain and a superhero that are mortal enemies, but on the low, they're actually in a relationship and it's like a forbidden romance. It looks super silly, super dumb. I'm not really into a lot of comedies, but it just looked really adorable, looked like a light laugh. So will I watch it? Maybe. We'll see how I feel. And next series that I thought looked good, not sure if I'm going to check it out, is called, excuse me for this pronunciation, but Kijin Gentosho. Now this series is about a swordsman who becomes the guardian of a shrine maiden. It's a historical fantasy story, and I don't know what it was. It looked really good, but I was really craving another sword series. I feel like we haven't had that in a hot minute. I feel like the last one I really enjoyed was Samurai Champloo, and that was ages ago. So I kind of was fiending for a sword series. So I'll have to see what's going on here. I do have to find out more. I hope it's not just the same historical boring story. So this is on my maybe list. Another maybe for me is called Shikamori's Not Just a Cutie. It sounds really cute. It's about a girl and a guy, and the girl's really cute, and they're dating, But the plot twist is that the girl actually has like an undercover personality that not a lot of people see. And the boyfriend absolutely loves that part of her. So I'm excited to see that. I like that whole aspect of someone coming off as really good and then we get to see the inner workings of them. And especially with a female character, I feel like that's really rare. I kind of have a feeling it's going to be like Homie Can't Communicate for me, and that series is kind of just like for me. But we'll have to see. I'm not, again, these are on my maybe list. So another honorable mention is called Bocchi the Rock. Now this is a story about a shy girl who learns the guitar because she dreams of being in a band, and one day her life is changed when she's invited to join a band. Now this gave me very K-On! Vibes, and I feel like it would be cute, but I'm not too sure. I did give this an honorable mention just because a music anime has a special place in my heart. I really like Carol and Tuesday, and Beck is literally one of the first animes I watched on Adult Swim, which is about a band. So I wonder if that's going to give me the same vibes as this one. So we'll have to find out. The last honorable mention that I'm going to talk about today is called Blue Lock. Now this series is talked about in a lot of different places. It's highly anticipated from a lot of people. For me personally, it's a soccer anime. It's about, in the future, they bring together 300 strikers and they're trying to figure out who's going to be the best one. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of a sports anime. The last ones that I saw that I enjoyed was Haiku and Yuri on Ice. So I'm not too sure if this is going to have the same vibes. It looks very interesting, very different, very futuristic, which I think is exciting. But then again, So here we are at the end of the video. I'm very thankful for those who made it this far. I just want to say I gave out a lot of different animes for 2022. Some I loved, some that I hated, some that I was on the fence about. I hope you all can share your top 2022 animes in the comments below, and I will see you all next time.